What's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV live. Yes, I said live, which means it's not dead. All right. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. They are mine and everybody else who attends this forum. Hey man, it is Black History Month, and we are continuing to celebrate our greatness, our blackness, our history. And again, remember, as you go along these days, remember, we are creating history every single moment. We're creating history right now. As you tune in, you're creating history, okay? As I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm creating history. So I want to know what you guys are doing to mark your history. I want to, number one, and I don't think we talked about this yesterday, but very briefly, I want to give a big shout out and pay homage to the Queen, Cicely Tyson. We did not mention her yesterday. Cicely Tyson is the epitome of a proud and strong Black woman. She epitomized the word Black history. If you remember some of the movies that she was in, some of the times that you've seen her just talking, just being interviewed. And I was talking to someone earlier, and they asked me, what did I remember about Cicely Tyson? I met her once, but the thing that I remember is that in every single movie that she did, the ones that I saw, Cicely never had her head down. Miss Tyson, I should say, never had her head down. She always had her head up. I remember when she was in Tyler Perry's movie, Medea's Family Reunion, and all of the relatives came to the porch, and she spoke. She spoke. She even had Maya Angelou looking at her, and she commanded the room. Everybody listened to her. She was articulate. She was regal. She was just a fantastic actress. And the one time that I met her, a fantastic woman. And I think that, as we're losing people to not only COVID, but to age, to the different things that are happening, we must remember to give everybody, and I know it's been said a lot, but let's remember to give everybody their flowers while they're here, while they can enjoy them, while they can smell them. And I don't mean physical flowers. I mean, tell people how you feel about them. Let people know that you care about them, especially our Black brothers and sisters. Let them know how you feel, because we need to hear it. And let's support one another. This Black History Month is so special because we have gone through a tumultuous year. Last year was just ridiculously violent for us as a people. And now we're here at the month that was given to us to celebrate our forefathers, to celebrate our greatness, to celebrate our accomplishments. We're here. This should be a very special month. As a matter of fact, it should be a special year. And again, let's celebrate Black history every single day. We don't have to. There's people that are doing things as we speak that are creating history. I wanted to mention my little brother. I call him my little brother in Gary, Indiana, Markel Watkins. He and I always joke with him. I said, man, you love your city too much. Okay, you can't love your city too much if you're doing the things that he does. This guy does not want to be called, I guess, a social activist, but if there's a cause that helps the city, that brings light to the city, he's down for it. Okay, right now he's championing a cause for a young brother to get out of jail that was wrongly accused of something, and it's been proven that he's been wrongly accused, and he is heading up the campaign to get him out. So, not only that, but he does things for the homeless. He does things for kids. He gives a bike drive every single year, and just buys bikes, a lot of them, trust me, because I filmed it one year, and he just gives them away. You come up to where he's giving them, and he gives them away. I mean, how many people that you know in a city like the city that we grew up in, Gary, Indiana, that does that. So I want to hold him up like that. This is my brother, my little brother. I want to hold him up. He's still here, so I want him to understand that. Hey, I love you, man, and giving you flowers right now. There's another guy. We used to dance to the music that he played at the skating rinks, at different clubs, at different places that we went to. I don't know what city he's in now, but he's still doing his thing. Making people dance, motivating people. He's been doing it for a while. Black History. DJ Victor V. He's a legend, and this guy, like I said, he's played music for us to make us skate. To back in the day, we used to skate at a place called Screaming Woods Roller Week in Gary, Indiana. Um, he he's done a lot of parties. He's been on the radio, and now he gets on every week and he plays music for us. So check out Victor Vincent, and show the brother some love. That's Black History at its finest. All right, my baby, she got Black History too, cause she got me. Black History. Yeah, man. And we are sitting. And every day that you listen to us, you're looking at Black History. There's a panel of people who have gone from nothing to create something that you can look at, that you can see, that you can touch, and you can feel. Black History. Yesterday, I played a couple of clips from kids that are, they haven't gone through the struggle, but they know what the struggle is, and they were talking about what Black History means to them. What's going on, Bree Barnett? Hope everything's well. They were talking about what Black History means to them, and to hear young people express themselves in that way, not knowing what that struggle was, is amazing. I mean, it is so refreshing to see that. We got some that don't now. What's going on, Deneen Jones? We got some that don't understand what the struggle is and probably don't care. It's just day to day. What's going on, Lewis Black now? But what's going on, Mark Mitchell, Tony Banks? We have to hold them up too. And honestly, some of them are making history as well. So again, Black History is just it's not just a day, it's not just a month, it's 365 days a year. And if we don't understand that, or if we don't recognize it, or if we don't celebrate it daily, then we're losing the awareness. We're losing what it really means to be us. Now, I never really talk about myself on here, but I wanted to share my journey, my history, and which is what I want everybody that gets on here to do. Tell us their history. I came from a family where I didn't really want for anything. My mother made sure that we had everything that we needed. Okay, but as we grew older, we had to do for ourselves. Went to school, college, had great jobs. I decided I wanted to do a business. Didn't know what it was. Okay, but I slipped into the entertainment business. I had a situation at a job that I was at, and I was kind of forced to resign, which I did, but I had some money. And I figured that the money that I had would take me to where I wanted to be. And so after I tried to do a record, shout out to James White, my producer, everybody's girl, Atlantic Records, y'all go ahead, what's up? And it failed, it miserably failed. I was there, then I got dropped. What I did was I came and I tried to start something. I wanted to start a dance show. I wanted to be the next Don Cornelius. So I got together with a guy, shout out to Randall Haynes, and we went around the town, the city of Gary that we were, from, and got a bunch of people to get on this dance show. And we made it work. I mean, the dance show was popping. Everybody knew who we were, and we had a great following. I learned a hard lesson as I did that if you do not copyright and trademark every single thing that you do that's marketable, it can be taken away from you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I got that brand, 925 music video, not music videos at the time. It was Studio 925 on the Move, something like that. Anyway, I got that brand. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I didn't get that brand trademarked or anything. I transitioned it into 925 music videos, got that trademark. At the same time, dance show was going on. The program director at that station, and I'll name him. His name is Todd Franklin. He decided, he saw what was going on. He decided he wanted to take it for himself. So he said, Greg, you got to get all these people out of here. Show's over. Don't want to do it no more. You can't use the facility, blah, 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 blah. I said, cool, okay. I'm sitting at home one day, not necessarily at home. I was sitting at my one of my ex's house, because at that time I was homeless. I got a call. I was sitting at my mom and dad's house. I got a call from a guy. I can remember his name. His name is Mark King, Motown Records. He says, hey, is this Greg Gray? I said, yeah. He said, are you doing a show called 925? I said, yes. You're supporting me with your videos. He said, okay, are you presently on channel 18 at the time? I said, well, here's the story. Program director did this. I'm no longer on there, but I'm looking for, I'm trying to beg up on it. I'm looking for a place to be. So I'll, when I do, I'll let you know. Please don't take your videos away from me, because I had a bunch of videos at the time. And they were actually one of the only record labels that was supporting me. So I said, okay, how did that go? I'm getting text messages and everything too. So he said, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna call you right back. So next thing I got a call was from Todd Franklin at the station. He was playing the videos that I left there. He's like, Greg, you gotta help me out. You gotta tell Motown Records, Mark King, that you told me it was okay to play these videos. I'm not a liar. So I said, I can't do that. He said, if you don't, he's going to do a cease and desist order on the station, and I'm going to be in big trouble. I said, well, you kicked me out. Karma's a bitch, ain't it? So long story short, Ty got in trouble. Things happened. Mark King called me back and said, hey, when you get your new spot, let me know. We're going to continue to support you. After that, he had made some calls. We got music videos from all of the record labels. I was calling around to try to find some place to be. Lady named Tanya Williams in Harvey, Illinois, blessed us with the opportunity to come into the cable station there and do some things. Mr. Williams, which was the guy who ran the station, he told us, yeah, you guys come in there and fix this and fix that. My partner, I'm not going to name his name at the time. We worked, so he was an excellent cameraman, excellent producer. So we hooked some things up, and we started the show and started sneaking backstage to some of these concerts and getting the interviews with the artist and doing some things, and it worked out. We became a #1 show. We were beating out BET and MTV at the time. Wound up on a big station. We did a lot of things that small town boy from Gary, Indiana, didn't think was ever going to happen, but it did. And the rest is history. We did our thing, all right? A lot of stuff happened after that, but after the show was over, we had a 12-year run. After the show was over, decided to support my son in his endeavor to become a rapper. He's done some great things, and watch out for his album over the summer. But then it got me to film and doing things behind the scenes, and it's been a blessing ever since. And it led me to here, to you guys. And more blessings. So, hey, man, it can be done. It's Black history. And I hope and I pray that everybody continues to do the things that they need to do in order to make history for themselves. I mean, if you think about it, this COVID-19 shut everything down. It shut off a lot of opportunities. It shut off a lot of dreams. It shut off a lot of everything. If you remain where you are at, where you were at the beginning of this COVID, this pandemic, then something's wrong. Something's wrong, because this gave us an opportunity to reset. You ever play Mario Brothers and you get down to that last little life, and then you finally get to that flower and you get all of your life back? Okay, this is what COVID has actually done. It gave you an opportunity to reset, to get that energy flower and get your life back, all right, and do something else, take a different course. So anybody that does not readjust their life or readjust their journey to do something great, because right now businesses are closing. My favorite restaurant in Chicago, Laurie's, is closed because the pandemic took them out. You know, it's there's a lot of places that are closing because the pandemic took them out. The movie theaters closed down. They shut down completely, which honestly was good for the business, my business, but bad for their business. It shut them down. And so nobody was able to go to those theaters, and a lot of those were closed. AMC theaters was on the verge of bankruptcy. You know, we have to change our thinking, change our lives, change our mindset so that we can continue to create Black history for ourselves and Black history for others. It's a thing about creating. Everybody speaks of generational wealth for your kids. All right, let's create generational wealth of knowledge for our kids and our peers and people that are around us that follow us. Let's create a season, not just a month, a season of generational knowledge. Let's teach each other. Let's show each other what needs to be done in order to succeed. You know, there's plenty of room out there for everybody. Plenty of money out there. But even though the nation is cash poor, does not mean that you have to be cash poor. Don't wait on a $1,400, $1,000 stimulus check to say, okay, yeah, that's my come up. Make the come up now. You don't need to wait on somebody to throw you a bone. You know, grab the whole drumstick yourself. Okay, eat off of that, and then you leave a bone for someone else. All right. You really have to re-energize your thoughts, re-energize your journey so that you can become someone different. Not necessarily the body, the embodiment. Make sure that you become something different in your actions, in your ways. Learn how to love better. Learn how to live better. You know, I'm learning to this day. I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes. But I'm learning to this day, thanks to some great people in my life, that, you know, there's other things that I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, Lewis. Hey, man, I'm learning. I'm still learning. That's my brother right there. You know, Lewis and I go way, way, way back, and he's creating history himself. All right. You know, this man drives across the country. All right. And I'll bet you any money that when we were in high school, that wasn't a thought in his head. Driving across the country, meeting people, doing things, making sure that people got what they needed on time. You know, he serves, he creates a service to people, and it's his own business. You know, Black history. We make Black history every single day. But the thing is, we don't talk about it. It's not talked about. I'm here to tell, look, if you come on here and I know you, I'm going to talk about your Black history. If I don't talk about it, then you talk about your Black history, what you have done to re-energize yourself, to re-energize your community, to show the people that are coming up behind us exactly what they need to do to continue this legacy. What's up, Evelyn E. Nathan? What's going on with you? I hope everything is well. Clubhouse all over my phone. I can't do it. My people tell me I be on Clubhouse too much. So I'm going to have to learn how to pace myself. Yeah, got to do it. Hey man, and I'm going to say this too, to my cousins, Carl, Robin. Uh, my aunt just before this show came up, my aunt just passed. Um, beautiful woman, beautiful woman. She would give anything to anyone. I don't care who it is, relative or not. She would give her last to anyone else. Um, she could cook her. She can cook her ass off. All right, and she would always, if you came to the house, she ready to cook. Playing cards. My dad, her, um, and the rest of the family, they would play cards till the street lights went out and the street light and the sunlight came back on. They would play cards. They love playing cards. Uh, my aunt Lola passed today, but I know that she wouldn't want anybody feeling sad. She lived a great life, and cousins, if you guys are watching, I love you guys. I'm here for you. Give me a call, and I'll be there. I will definitely be there. Anything you need, I got you. And Aunt Lola, you're a divine person. I love you. I hope and that's what I got to say. I just hope everything goes well for the family. I pray for you guys' strength, and I'm here. What's going on, Ludine? Hope all is well. Hope you're good. Ludine, big part of this DopelivenTV Live, okay? She does Black History 365. 364. One day she rests. 364. I got to give it to her. Nah, 363, because one day she drink all day long. So 363, but that's history too. How much liquor can you hold in your? But yeah, Ludine, she's a huge part of this. Okay, shout out to her. So yeah, we're talking about Black history, and it's not just we had a lot. Those of you who remember back in those days, we had a lot of people who. I appreciate you, Nora. Thank you so much. God bless, brother. Thank you so much. We had a lot of people who came up, who we came up with, who were activists. We had the Jesse Jackson, we had the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of that. Okay, and in no way being disrespectful, but we hear about them all the time. We want to hear about people that are doing things that aren't grandiose, that aren't so large, but are still making history. And yes, let me mention that we do have a black vice president. We've had a black president. We got a black vice president. So, we've made strides. We made a lot of strides, but we still got a long way to go, because those people are up here. They're out there like that. Okay. But we that are on that median level, we're making history every day, history that needs to be talked about every single day. And I'm telling you, we're here to talk about it. And we're going to say something about Black history every day this week. Music, acting, politics, art, dance. There's a lot of Black people have done so much in this country to make this country what it is today, but they don't get the credit that they deserve. And it can go from the highest to where we're at, to from Kamala Harris to the lowest person on earth, that man that sits out there on the street, but he greets everybody every single day, and he offers to pump your gas, not for money. He just wants to pump your gas. Or the man who says, "Hey, look, I'll do this dance for you, just to make you laugh. I'll sing for you just to make you laugh." If you go to Chicago and you go down in the subway and you see these musicians down there, that's history. All right. That's something that's been going on for a long time, but that's history. And these are guys that, and women that are trying to be out there to make a name for themselves. These are people that are less fortunate than we are. And that's one thing that we always do have to do, is let's pray for people who are less fortunate than we are. In your prayers every single night that you drop, put them in your prayers as well. Black history. Did you know that when you go to a stop light, I don't know the brother's name, but I know a black man made the stoplight. All right. Now, did he make the timer on the stoplights? You know, because sometimes that red light be hanging on a little bit too damn long. But nonetheless, he did it. Okay. Lewis Blacknell says that the main thing about making it, let's not forget where we came from. And let's throw that rope out and pull someone else up. Absolutely, bruh. You already know what I'm on. You have to reach back and help those that are trying to get out there, all right? Especially now. I've said before, and I'm quite sure you've heard me say this, why build a staircase in someone else's house when you could build an elevator in your own? You know, y'all sit on that for a second. Nora Bateman says, here's a Black History fact. Author and illustrator Vernon T. Bateman is from Gary, Indiana. There you go. Just released new books. So y'all look up Vernon T. Bateman. Y'all check him out. You know, matter of fact, I'm going to check him out. Let me read up on Vern. Free Christopher Bynum. That's what's up. Man, it's going up. Everything's going on. Angela Hargrove, shout out. That's Copper Freak History. This woman makes her own jewelry, sells that jewelry. All right. Has not stopped. Okay. She travels making that jewelry. Shout out to you. Black History. Let me see. My man's name was, again, it was Vernon T. Bateman. Let me look Vernon T. Bateman up. Hold on, y'all. If I can spell it. Vernon T. Bates. Man, there you go. It's right there. So, I looked up in the wrong thing. But he has Vernon T. Bateman. If Bullets Could Cry. It's on Amazon. You can get it in paperback, $22.99. Yes. COVID-19, Children of Victory. It's an acronym. Children of Victory Inside determined to express their appreciation in pages. COVID-19. Yeah, that's there too. Look, he got some more. Mommy, I Want to Fly. Let's go down to the Oprah Winfrey. Vernon, he got books out, y'all. They Can't Hurt Me No More. Now, y'all. What happened here? Oh, I got something in my ear. I didn't know what was up. I was hearing voices. If Bullets Could Cry is his latest, I believe. So y'all check. Hey, y'all support this brother, Vernon T. Bateman. Let's see. Just a second, Ludine. Just a moment here. Check the page. I didn't know what I was doing. No, I didn't stop that, please, honey. There you go, right there. Luding, right there. Who else we got here? Shout out Lorraine Smith Brown, Evelyn Nathan. Shout out. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're talking about Black history. I know each of you are very historical. I know for a fact that Lori Brown, she's a cook. She's a chef. Fantastic. I mean, the food is tremendous. All right. She's been doing it for a while. Black history. Jocelyn, y'all check out the our group chat. I just posted the link there. But I'm having a ball talking to my folk, man. Talking to all of my folk. Jocelyn, Ludine, like I said, my panel, the panel of people that come on here with me, they are full of history. And if you knew their stories, if you heard their stories, I mean, we talk a little bit about the stories, okay, and we give you a portion of our lives, of things that have happened to us, okay. But if you could hear the entire journey that these women, that Chris, has gone on, you would be like, what? And a lot of us have done these things without the aid of social media at the time, when we started our thing. So it's historical to make that transition. All right. We could talk about Black history all the time because it's not just about those guys, that team of people, them, as I call them. It's not about them. Right now, we are the change. We are the ones that evoke that change. Everybody say what's up to Jocelyn R.W. Kelly.
Hey,
How are you?
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, of course we can. Black Queen. Yes, we
What's
hear you.
going on?
Everything's good. It's another day, man.
Yeah.
Another day. You know, pray for my strength. I lost my aunt this today, but
I'm sorry.
it's just another day God has given us to celebrate her, celebrate them all. You know,
Yeah.
celebrate everyone. So, you know, I'm sad, but you know what? Don't want to see her in pain. Don't want to see any of my relatives in pain because of this. You know, come on, get on here, D. Here's another person that's creating history. D, come on here for a minute, man. Creating history. All right, if you can, D. I don't know why I'm on the echo. Oh, I know why I'm on. Okay, but yeah, there's another guy. He started. He's had. I mean, I'm telling you, he had the foot on his neck for a minute. But this other guy, he did not give up, and he has his own uh, food business, Raging Cajun. It's in Gary. You know, we talk a lot about, even though this is a platform that's all over the country, all over the world. Um, I talk about my city. You know, I may not be Markel Watkins, all right, but talk about my city so that I can hold them up. You know, Nora Bateman, thank you, I appreciate that. Talk about the triumphs of people, man. The people that are just doing their thing to make things happen, man. I'm telling you, if you guys knew what you have inside of yourself to make history, you would be doing it right now. You would just really be taking away to make history. Let's shout out to another history maker, another queen, my friend Ladine.
Booty!
She said, hold on, but that's cool. She's there. She's here. Everybody blacking out on me.
No, I'm trying.
No, it's good. Hey, Jocelyn, I'm joking. I'm joking. You know me. You don't have to explain a thing to me. As long as I see your name, as long as I see you guys are in my head and my heart, I'm good. We're gonna always be good. I'm trying to I really wanted this one guy to come on here, but I can't spell his name. That's my fault. Yeah, whatever. Y'all bear with me. There it goes. So let me put that there, and maybe if he sees that, he'll come on through. Dang, what is it? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I will. I, I'm sorry, I was on the phone as well. So yeah, Black History, we're making it. We're making it. We're making it. We're making it. All right. Pretty soon, D Yonder's going to come on here, and D, I want you to just tell everybody how you're making history, what Black history means to you, and how you're making history. You know, that's what today is about. The way that we make history. Yes, we want to hear your story about what the journey was that you had to go through to get to the history that you're making now. Okay, but we really want to know your history, what you're doing now for history. Do I need to speak Spanish? History. And it is just always good to see you, sister. It really is. Talking to my cousins too, because especially the one whose mom just died.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make sure that everybody's okay. Um, and for some reason, I can't. I've had my moment. Hey, Ludine, what's going on? I really need you, sister. Just talk. I really need you to tell me what Black history is to you.
I couldn't. Hello, everyone. I couldn't find my earphones, and I know it's gonna start crackling in a minute. Um, what is Black History Month?
Black history, period.
Oh,
We need more than a month. Of course, it's 365, and I told everybody Ludine is 365. You even put it on there. Oh yeah, all day.
anyway, no, it's our stories, it's our lives, it's our legacy, it's our heritage, it's us. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't even know. I mean, in all of that encompasses, we're just living out our DNA. We're living out our legacy that those who came before us, our ancestors. I mean, it's hard to put into words, but I mean, if I had to, that's what it is. Just
And,
living our lives,
you know,
good, bad, and different.
Gina said something yesterday about they paved the way for all of those, the Martin Luther Kings, the Jesse Jacksons, all of them who paved the way for us today. All right. And I think Chris and Johnson said as well, that pavement was laid years ago, but we're walking on that pavement right now. We're creating a different type of history than they gave us. All right.
But we are all Black history, and we know those who are in the forefront. We know those who are in the history book. We know those who are highlighted and glorified in film and books and television. But
Mhm.
I always go back to my aunt Ovale told me she was the first Black person hired at Kresge's on Broadway. I go back to just certain people in our families and the stories that I've heard of that did not make the history books, but they made it. They did what they did, so we can do what we do. And
Mhm.
it's just by right to just, they gave us the blueprint. They
Right.
created the blueprint, and then we are following the blueprint. And
Mhm.
those who are great, but everyone is great.
Mhm.
Everyone can be great, and everyone is great if you do that.
Mhm.
So I
Exactly.
think of those who are, yeah, and I just think of those who are, that are my neighbors that did things that we may never know and things that we
Mhm.
do know.
Mhm.
I mean,
That
if
is
I
so
go
true.
down like I said, there's a lot of stories that are highlighted and pushed to the forefront. But then think
Mhm.
about all the stories that were not. They
Mhm.
made significant impacts, whatever they did that day, to change or move forward or inspire, and all of that. So
Mhm.
I always try to be the example, because I know people are looking at me within my family, within my block, and every
Right.
day you have a chance to be great. And that's why when I walk out my door, my mother said, when you walk out your door, you represent this family.
Mhm.
All
So,
day.
all day. And so you have to be of good character. People, you know, my grandmother only had an 8th grade education, and not just say only, but she did. She had an 8th grade education. She came out of,
Mm.
born in Memphis, went to Natchez.
Mhm.
Her father was a holistic doctor.
Mm.
Um,
You get it honest, huh?
oh yeah, holistic doctor. And so and they went to Catholic school. And when you went to Catholic school, you had to pay to go to Catholic school.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, she did. And I said, Mother, she said my father was a doctor. This is right in her dementia, because she didn't let us know until later, because they had a stigma behind it. And
Right.
so I remember having a conversation. She said, my father, and just casually, she said, oh, my father was a doctor. I said, Mama, he was a doctor of what? She said he wasn't that kind of doctor, but he still had, he was respected in his community. They
Right.
lived, they lived a really, so I think about everything he learned that was passed down to him from nature to heal.
Mhm.
That's Black history. you know,
Absolutely.
All
the
day.
earth that heals us. And that is my DNA, which is why when I got COVID, I knew what to do. It was
Mhm.
instinctual in me what to do. Nothing over the counter. All from my grandmother and from my grandmother and my great grandfather.
And
And
see
on
that
my father's side too.
that's
My
history though.
grandmother is
That's
a
history that people
holistic.
just don't talk about. Okay. And we would never know, right? Unless it was spoken up, which is why we have to keep that megaphone out there for talking about Black history. Because
Mhm.
again, we as a people have done more for this country than anybody has. Period.
Mm,
But
mm.
it's not been publicized. You
Well,
know,
for the world,
Mhm.
the
for,
world.
it's just a shame, which is why we always have to be the ones that are profiled. I don't want to be profiled in that way. I want to be profiled for greatness, for what we've done. Nikki Nicole's, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you from yesterday. Please continue to come on. Every morning I wake, I strive for greatness. This is how I am creating history for myself and others. Absolutely. That is what you're supposed to do. Long live the folk healer. Feel free to check out my wellness tea, Power Tea, www.powertea.com. I'm gonna leave that up there for a second, yeah.
It's really cool she said that, because when I started dating James, he would text me every morning and say, be on your way to be great, always be grateful. And it goes hand in hand. So Nikki Nicole, you need to inbox us if you're in the Gary area and get in on Small Business Saturday and come on into the spot and promote your brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nikki, it's tremendous women on here. Of course, you know that you're a tremendous woman yourself. Okay, so get people here. Okay, everybody, www.powertea.com. I'm gonna be putting this up there, Nikki. Continue to comment though. Lewis Blacknell says that we just got to stop all this blacks killing blacks. Come together. There's so many things we can do by helping each other, which is absolutely positively true. She says, yes, she is in Gary. She is a Gary native.
Okay, inbox Jay's Breakfast Club and let's get that started for you.
Jay's Breakfast Club. Inbox that. Everybody continues. I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep popping it up there. www.powertea.com. Let's get healed naturally, y'all. That's
about, if you will, think about all the Black Wall Streets. Think about Black Wall Street, if you will, how all the businesses, when one business came, it brought another and another. And then it was literally all the businesses that supported whatever was needed. They said, okay, we need a doctor, a lawyer, a school teacher, and on and on and on. And think about every day when they got up to do their daily routine, went to a Black business. And that was you talking about supporting one another. Let's go find a community. And there were about, I think they said 12 to 15 communities like that all over the country at that time.
And to think of it, Ludine, I wonder when they walked into that business, did they walk in and say, Ludine, I'm gonna need a discount out you today? Or Ludine, you messed up my order, so I'm never coming back again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. You know what? We can't say that because they operated in such excellence back then.
But what I'm trying to say is that community, hey Jory, that community was is one of encouragement and pushing one another as opposed to tearing each other down. And that's what I'm getting at. Even back to Lewis's comment, we got to stop all this Black killing. My husband walked in the house. He said, I just heard a whole bunch of gunshots. I was like, me too.
Yeah.
Why are we killing each other?
It's like background noise, unfortunately, for me. It's like
but why are we numb to that? You know what I'm saying? We're numb to that, though. Everybody say hello to Dr. Joy Lynn.
You got on too much pink.
Hey, Dr. Jory.
Hey, hold on, Johnson. Hey, Jory, you got on too much pink.
Ooh.
Hey, Jory, you got on too much pink. That ain't Black history.
So funny.
That ain't no damn Black history.
Hey, I'm a top ladies of distinction. These are my colors also.
Oh, I ain't mad.
Along with my sorority colors, I am a top ladies of distinction. So I can wear pink.
You can wear whatever color you want to wear.
That's true too, right? I'm getting my crown adjusted. I had to put some more diamonds in it.
I ain't mad.
We ain't mad at you.
My tate's mad.
What's going on, ladies and gents?
We got our own doctor on the panel. Okay, so hey, Dr. Joy Lynn, I just wanted to ask, like I asked everybody else, what is Black history to you? What does Black history mean to you?
hell, Black History is every day.
365.
365. The mere fact that we make it to the next day means the day before is your Black History.
There you go.
Amen.
That's correct.
Moment to moment.
Moment to moment.
Love it. I love it.
So whatever we make it through, it goes down in the history books. You know, sometimes getting to work, sometimes just getting out the bed
Sometimes. Ooh.
is a triumph in its own. So hey, you know, it's been many a days I laid here and just was like, you know what, we ain't even got to do this no more. So every day is Black History.
And I try to tell everyone that listens, like we did yesterday, Black history isn't just yesterday. Black history is it starts, like you said, when you wake up. Okay, it's here, and we can make it every single step that we take. We can make something new happen for us. Okay, and again, as Chris has said, as you all have said, if you're coming out of this pandemic the same as you came into it, something wrong.
Something wrong.
That's definitely wrong.
I don't get it. You know,
and I'm not saying everyone has to come out with a business or, you know, come out. Hell, I'm coming out different. I'm coming out of this 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah, I mean, but it's something though.
You said you coming out.
Know, everybody ain't got to come out of the pandemic with a business or, you know,
a baby,
eating healthy or fit. You know, sometimes you just need to sit still and be still
and learn something, Dr. Joe,
and know that He is God. No, and just know that He is God. Sometimes, you know, we joke about this a lot on this show. We'll say, you know, your body tell you when you're tired and when you need to sit down, and if you want to keep going, your body will just shut you down. Sometimes we just need to be still and know that He is God. In a discussion, just sit still, shut up, don't move, and just be.
But you said something that's very, 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 very true. You don't have to. It coming out of this does not mean that you have to have a business. Coming out of this means that you, like you just said, you can have a greater relationship with God. You know, you can learn more about Him. You can learn more about everything, the world. You can learn.
Some people need to just learn to like themselves. Some people don't like themselves where they can be by themselves for a long period of time. They have to be the center of attention.
Yep.
They have to have, you know, they feed off of that. Sometimes you got to learn to love yourself, and ain't no better way of loving yourself than being in the middle of a pandemic stuck in the house.
Like you said, sit your ass down. Okay, everybody say what's up to Chris Mills.
Chris Mills, what it is? He got that Gary shirt on.
Yeah. Chris and I were on
Clubhouse.
Yeah, there you go. We were on last night with I forgot the old boy's name. He played on the Jamie Foxx show. He was one of Jamie Foxx's friends. Chris, you remember his name, but anyway, a great thing happened. You know,
Alex Thomas.
A good thing happened. You know, as we were talking, everybody was talking, and there was a variety of entertainers on there. George Daniels, who was a mentor of mine, a mentor of Chris, you know, gave us great advice. He popped on.
What? George Daniels?
He popped on. He popped.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like I've actually seen him, but didn't get a chance to tell him what I told him last night.
And he joked right there. He said, "Well, damn, I need to write you. I need to, write you a receipt, don't I? You know." That's when I shut up. That's when I said, you know what? Because he told me some things too. So let me just shut up. I ain't, he might be.
Hey, bro, if it got me to where I am right now, and he was one of the reasons, bro, I ain't got no problem.
I hear you.
Look, giving those flies
and was spit. I mean, he was throwing gems out left and right. Left and right.
Was that Club 40 over 40?
Oh man.
This was that Alex Thomas started. It was a regular room, and saw Greg up in there. That's why I went up in there.
Nikki says Instagram has leveled the platform to where you can shop Black daily. Let's do it. Markel, come on here, man, for a second, man. Really. I started off this show giving you your flowers, okay? Markel Watkins, man. That's my little brother.
Markel doing big
great things. He does some great things. I need him to just pop on for a second.
Is the court hearing is Thursday, right? For Chris?
We got questions, bro. We trying to help.
Not for you, Chris.
We got questions.
What?
Chris,
Markel.
the gentleman.
Yeah. The
Burnham.
Chris Bynum.
Bynum. Right.
Yeah.
Dr. Joy and Jocelyn. My pinging y'all so early in the morning on Clubhouse. That's one of the rooms that I go into to start my day. It's called Coffee.
I can't hear you, bro.
I said I pinged Dr. Joy Lynn and Jocelyn. It was probably like 5:30 in the morning my time.
You didn't ping me?
I missed.
I knew you were asleep, dog.
No, you didn't.
You
know I
asleep,
wasn't asleep.
You asleep, dog. You asleep.
Okay.
You asleep at 8 o'clock in the morning, bro.
I remember that, bro.
I'm just talking about this morning. I knew that work you had to do last night.
Oh, you see, you know what? I got it. I see it now.
But they do that. He does that room every morning, man. It's a good inspirational word. Receive the word type room early in the morning.
And this is early. Is this every morning?
Every morning. Every morning.
All right,
Usually,
then I'll get up and look for it because I got 3 invites I can give out on that. You know, when I listen to Clubhouse, when I'm at work and I need some background noise, some just noise, and I'll go into a couple of rooms that, talk about HR and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I just put it on and just let them talk while I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta join. I gotta get on Clubhouse, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hey,
you want me to send you an invite?
Hey, Lou Dane, it's good for movies though, like stuff.
I'm sure.
They have a lot of different.
Let me send you an invite.
Stuff. Oh, don't send a chat. Don't send a chat, Dr. Joy, because you'll waste your invite if Ludine don't have an iPhone.
She got an iPhone.
You got
an iPhone?
She got an iPhone.
Oh, I thought you had a.
It wasn't even me this time.
That's a bad word. Really, Chris? See,
wasn't even me.
I gotta go to the scorecard. Let me erase this. Off your scorecard. Let me erase this off your scorecard. All right.
I didn't know.
Yeah. It wasn't me.
Wow.
You want me to send it? Because I can send it. You want me to send it?
Who, me? Yeah. I got an iPhone.
And she froze.
You gotta download the app so you.
I know.
Well, let me know when you download the app.
I got word. I got word that it'll be on Android in March.
That's what I heard. Somebody on one of the rooms yesterday said that.
Yeah,
y'all done had me buy this damn iPhone now.
Hey,
let me tell you.
I need a work phone.
You're gonna slowly move away from the Android.
No, I'm not.
No,
sorry.
Hey, you want to put?
I've had an iPhone before, and I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know when I got an iPhone? I got an iPhone when my oldest daughter went off to college for the first time because she had an iPhone, and I needed to be able to see her.
Right.
Like instantaneously, and that's when I bought the iPhone, and I just never went back.
Well, I got the iPhone when it first came out, and that's when they had the antenna by the up button. So every time you hold the phone, you drop the call because your finger on the antenna.
Yeah, but that ain't about no Black history. Y'all let's stay on topic.
That is about Black history.
Wait. Do you know who created the phone? That is Black history.
Yeah, the cell phone is Black history. The person that created
the cell phone is Black history.
So as you guys walk along your days, all right. You guys walk along your days because I really want to inspire these people today, man. As you guys walk along your days, okay, Chris, we actually didn't ask you yesterday, but what is Black history to you, man? What does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me?
What does it mean to you?
History as a whole, or Black History Month?
No,
Gotta clarify.
Black history as a whole.
I mean, that's pretty much, I learn something new every day about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned about the first black samurai, karate samurai yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was really black.
I mean, you
first,
know, it's
so.
certain things that we didn't take into consideration. Somebody brings it up, and then you go do your research for yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it'll probably be my lifetime will probably be gone by the time I'll just put it to you like this. I couldn't know everything about Black history in my lifetime. I could say that.
Yep. Facts.
So
especially because it's happening every day as well. So past. Yep.
No, it does. It happens every day, man. And here's the thing that we got to understand, okay? And we need to get everybody to understand, all right? Just as we do what we do, they can do the same thing, all right? And every single step that we take, as Ludine said, is Black history. We need to create Black history. We need to make sure that everybody understands, and we yell it out. We make sure that it's visible. The Black history that we create, and I see everybody that's on here. We do that. We make our Black history known. We put it out there, and I'm telling you, man, if we as a people came together and continuously came together and did some things that made noise, it doesn't have to be anything grandiose. It doesn't have to be anything that's, Trump is blaring and the rainbows come through and the sky's open. It doesn't have to be that. Something small can turn into something big, and that's what we have to impart upon the people who watch us, who listen to us, who talk to us every day. Chris kind of hides a little bit. That's my little brother, but he kind of had, not no more, but
I learned from the best.
Hey, I'm just saying, you walk softly and you carry a big stick. You know what I'm saying?
But and
You carry a big what? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What was I talking about?
Dr. Joy Lynn,
I just heard
that off air. We'll talk about that off air.
you doing silhouettes of what?
Dr. Joy is going to be the first HR comedian. She's going to be the first HR comedian.
I thought about it.
He has plans. He has plans. Trust me.
What I do?
Blues Black Nuts need to know how to come together. Yes, we do. Go ahead, Chris.
That Jocelyn pretty much says and always said. You know what I'm saying? You can move in silence. People don't have to know your every move. Dr. Joy Lynn and Ludine says the same thing.
That's not what I say, Chris. I say move open.
No, you say move, but you said they don't have to know your every move.
No, that's not me. I live loud. I don't keep quiet just so people don't know my moves. I don't care. And the reason why I say I don't care is because I move in divine spirit, and I move when God tells me to move. And so with that, I move boldly. What is for me, and regardless of who knows it. And if I live boldly, I'm giving God the glory.
Okay. But yeah, I don't let it know. I don't let everyone know my every move, because the moves that I make is mostly moves that people of my color
don't make. I get it.
They don't seem they can do. You know what I'm saying? And I move it. Once it's done, then I show it so I can show them it can be done by any race. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, and the other part of that is a lot of people say you fake it till you make it. In 2020, I changed that for myself, and it's faith in it. Faith until you make it. And so
I like that.
Yeah. So I'm faithing it. I'm not faking it. I'm faithing it. So even if the people ask me all the time, well, why did you do your groundbreaking when you weren't ready to actually start building? Because that was my declaration to the universe.
Yeah, people.
The shit's going down. Get out of my way.
I can't believe people actually. You know what? I tell people when they say things like that, and I just have to say,
everything just froze. So we're going to get back in a second. Hold on.
Did I freeze?
No. I think that's G. I see everybody else moving.
Yeah, you're frozen.
I see his eyeballs moving. They just blink.
I mean, Greg, you was over there doing the Chinese. We'll be talking a little.
He's moving. I mean, he's moving now.
Yeah.
The words wasn't matching your lips. You was doing the Chinese.
He moving in slow motion. Doing the robot.
Doing the robot. You know, I always tell people, I said, what's for me, the way I move, my plan is for me, and the way I move and the way I plan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What is he doing? Scaring me.
Yeah, what's going on?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
We
we
can
can.
hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We had a little technical difficulties. I don't know what happened. I've been having trouble with Apple lately. I don't know. I'm always talking about the iPhones and this and that. Everybody's frozen, by the way. But I'm always talking about the iPhone.
On your phone, not ours.
Yeah, you catching up now.
I was talking good about them too. But I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But my iPhone has been messing up all day long, and now
Are you on the
other
toilet?
apparatus. I don't know what you're saying, Chris. I can't.
said,
Did you say is he on the toilet?
I say, is he on the 12? The iPhone 12. You on the iPhone 12?
We all hearing what we want to hear today.
And I want to get
Yes.
my brother Markel Watkins on. It's going to come back on shortly. Everything is just acting stupid right now.
Yeah.
StreamYard talk, y'all, because we're getting
Can you hear me
no vocals.
You still can't hear me?
Y'all hold on for a second. I'm going to do one more thing.
I hear you, Chris.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you in my spot.
Talk to the cat.
Y'all there?
Yes, we're here.
He
Look.
he in my spot.
I don't know. This is funny. This
And
is the first
then
time this has happened like this. I can see everybody. I see myself doing very well. So I'm gonna need everybody to log off and then log back on.
Okay. Man, if I log off, I'm going to bed.
Log back on.
We're fine, Greg.
It is you, Greg. Let's log off and come back. I'm by myself. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Chris, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to end it and then do it again, but can you hear me? Okay, man, I can't hear you guys, so I don't know what it is. StreamYard. Now you owe me, homie. I don't even have my, where's it at? I don't even have my my core bottle to show up. But look, I can see everybody and I can see when everybody's talking. So we're gonna talk one at a time. I don't know what's up. Matter of fact, I think that it's still airing and everything is doing good on the on everything but my thing. Shout out to hold on. Shout out to Sandy Segneri, I think it is. She's welcomed us on Northwest Indiana News, and this is what happened. Look, but we are talking about Black history. Is anybody else talking? Hold on. We're talking about Black history, and I'm getting ready to see if it's working somewhere else. Oh, I think I know why. And y'all gonna get me for this, okay? But it's not my fault. Hold on. No. Oh, I think I know why. No. But see, it works here. And y'all gonna get me for this. Okay? Even though it's delayed, it works here. So I was thinking that it was my earpiece that was doing everything. We're still talking though, and it's only got me on here too. So are you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me add you back on. Let me add you on. Let me add you on. Now,
yeah. Can you hear us?
So I was thinking that it was my earpiece that was doing everything. I can't fix it. Though, and it's only got me on here too. So are you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. But we can be heard, Joe. You guys, we can be heard. So y'all talk it up.
We could be heard last time.
Well,
we still be heard.
You just didn't hear us.
It's only got me on here too. So are you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. But we can be heard, Joe.
Come on, Greg.
I can't wait to see what Joy Lynn said.
We could be heard last time. Yeah, we could still be heard.
Oh, so y'all was talking about me bad.
Pretty much.
So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna mute everybody. We're gonna do this like they do. We're gonna do this like they do on Clubhouse. We're gonna let everybody talk one at a time. We're gonna go down the line, okay? So, Chris, let me ask you a question. As you're on Clubhouse, we're gonna do this like they do on Clubhouse. We're gonna let everybody talk one at a time. We're gonna go Clubhouse crackers. Anyway, as you're on Clubhouse, let me ask you a question. The rooms that you get in, how do you choose the rooms you get in? What and when do you say enough is enough for these rooms?
I'm in my titles starting off. I got a couple of groups that I'm a part of. Like the 265 video, we have our own 2-room. This is our beer room, and then most of the music or entrepreneur rooms I jump into. But it's a lot of rooms I go in and go out, especially when it comes to the music rooms. There's a lot of them I go in and go out because they be talking nonsense, and there's a lot of cloud chasing, casting, perpetrating people up in those rooms. So I know how to get in and get out. A lot of them I go in and go out because they be talking nonsense, and there's a lot of cloud. And I believe G is on a delay. You gotta unmute yourself, Lou.
And then there were 3.
Hey, Jocelyn, like it's about to be 2.
You already know.
I just fixed it. Come on.
The one day.
What happened? What happened?
Well, something happened. I had to refresh the whole thing, so I just fixed it, so I can put the phone down. Tell Joylyn to come back. Markel, hey, can somebody tell Markel how to get on? Markel,
Send her the link.
You want me to send you the instructions again?
Well, send me the instructions in my inbox.
Yeah.
And then I'll send it to Markel. I can't add you, Markel, until I see you've added yourself. You got on. So Chris is going to send me all of that. I'm going to send it right to you, okay? But I apologize for all of that, everybody. Everybody, welcome Gina to the show.
Gina.
Hey, this internet been crazy out here in this store. Hey, everybody.
How everybody doing?
Hey, Gina, I'm gonna send that to you. I'm gonna send that to you once we get off of here. It's been busy, but those numbers you asked for, I sent.
Yeah,
all right, Gina, appreciate you.
Gina, we just been through COVID on here.
Nah, crazy, G. I don't know if you was on Clubhouse early this morning, but Clubhouse was doing the same thing.
Yeah,
it was tweaking this morning. Yeah, Clubhouse was tweaking this morning.
And my phone tweaked.
I think it's because they opened it. I believe they went public, so they had so much traffic coming through there, even though it's not on Android yet. They had so much traffic going through there that it was slowing up.
And I actually got on a couple of other little rooms that were actually pretty interesting too. So the thing is, once we create the our room, it's gonna be popular for real. I think this thing is getting ready to do the same thing it did before.
It already has. It already started.
Because you talking like a ventriloquist right now. You talking and your lips ain't moving.
I was thinking it was me because yesterday it kicked me out. Everything went out. Everything on the internet in my house, the whole block. It kicked everybody off, even the Fire Stick, all the phones, everything was out. It was crazy, but I know they over there working on that casino. And
I don't know why they working on that.
They disrupt everything.
That casino is not Black history.
Yeah, I don't heard me before, Jada, but I mean, you can still get on without the internet if you're on your phone. I don't know
I
how
couldn't
much.
even I couldn't even use my phone. It was crazy. Everything was down.
Oh, they must be messing with those towers too with them.
That's what I said. Everything. My phone, my granddaughter's phone, my mother's phone, Fire Stick. I couldn't even finish working last night.
Oh wow.
Something is going on. I don't know. They must know we're black and we're creating history. So they want to mess that history up.
They don't want the
aliens. It's the UFOs.
It's the stuff Musk was talking about.
So now I can't go. I can't move out of this spot. I can't move.
But you know what? Did y'all know Bezos is resigning? Is stepping down from CEO? That blew my mind.
Yeah,
you know, that's the same thing that Tony Hsieh did before everything happened to him when he resigned from Zappos, even though he sold it to Amazon years ago. You know what I'm saying? He was still acting CEO. And
did they ever confirm whether or not he committed suicide?
Well, they said he did.
It's so much involved.
Yeah, they saying he did, but
I think I'll tell y'all off this. I'll tell y'all.
I was just gonna say, Chris, y'all do know when you get to billionaire status and then multi-billionaire status, there are things that's going on that blow your head, blow your mind. You don't want to know.
Oh yeah, we know.
We know. To Tony, we know a lot. Well, me personally, I know a lot about Tony and what he was doing, what his parties was like, et cetera, et cetera. So I knew that if he didn't get help, time was coming. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, I'm gonna be very honest. My 365 black, I'm okay. My 365 black right now.
I ain't gonna even lie. My blackness allows me, doesn't allow me to do a lot of things that other people do.
I agree with you, Chris. I agree with you right there.
Well, it's not of us. It's not of us anyway.
I mean, even when it comes down to drinking, period, they be like, man, we should go have a meeting over a drink. I was like, man, I don't even drink. People like, what? I was like, yeah, bro, I stopped drinking.
But you guys realize something tonight?
What's that?
This is the first time in a while we all been on here together.
Yeah, Ludane ain't skipping on us.
It's been a while since this pattern right here. This panel of five. Yeah, and Jory, I thought she was on here before I logged on. She was
on, and then the system went crazy. And
I know I have to do that. I can't. Markel's trying to get on actually, but he can't get on because I can't see him in the waiting room here to put him up here. So Markel again, and anybody that's trying, hit the link that I sent you. Hit the 3 button on the top right. Hit open in Chrome or Safari. Then hit your Facebook name. Type in your name. And then hit enter broadcast studio. Try it again. Now, D said that he tried to get in and it told him that what did he say? It stated that he was backstage and I was the only one who could see him. And it also said time had expired. So I didn't see it. Never said it. Never saw it.
I mean, that was probably when you had to refresh everything too.
When you refresh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem.
And again, shout out to Sandy Sagneri. She hooked us up on Northwest Indiana news link. Okay. So, they're checking us out now too. So thank you, Sandy. Appreciate you. And you guys keep watching. I'll always add you guys. So Gina, I asked everyone, and I want to ask you as well, what is Black History to you? Not Black History Month, Black History. Somebody popped on. Maybe that's my brother. That's my sister. Now everybody's
that's Jory. Yay! We're here.
Everybody paying attention, but Jocelyn.
I'm sorry, Jory. Jory, I apologize.
This is Black History right here. Here's the answer to your question right here. I'm getting ready to take a screenshot. Because this right here is history.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
you know, Black history to me, it's just Black people doing great things. Whether it's, you know, it could be, it don't have to be great as in a huge billionaire, millionaire status, but just,
Right.
you know, being productive and with that productivity, it affecting others, not just yourself, but other people. You're making a difference, whether it's big or small, with other people. It could be in your community, it could be in your block. It doesn't matter. That's greatness. That's Black history right there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like I said, it doesn't have to be grandiose, all right? And you know, I thought about something too. Do you all notice how many Black sitcoms, how many Black television shows that come on and go and come on? And I mean, and they're good, and we wondering to ourselves,
Yeah, what happened to them?
You know what happened? Is it us? Is it them? You know, I mean, what's going on? Why do we always get canceled? Culture canceled.
We don't get canceled. They still got Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop. That ain't canceled.
Yeah, that's canceled.
But
it's a choice.
But you know what?
Choice of certain things that they keep on.
Right.
Well,
but I mean,
old girl
look at how that
Rhimes.
represents it. I was just getting ready to say that,
Shonda Rhimes, she's still riding her wave. Think about how long Grey's Anatomy's been on. And she's doing her thing. And then she's blown up Netflix. She gave ABC the finger with Netflix, and she has totally blown it out the water. Bridgerton is the business.
But you know what?
And that's like one of the longest TV shows on Netflix that's been going. That's been in the top 10.
She's a trendsetter, though. She's one in a million. She's one in a million. You don't see what she's done by too many people.
Yeah.
And she has set a precedent.
All that's fine and good, but the problem is we have a short attention span.
I was just going to say that, Joy. Go ahead. Seriously.
We have a short attention span. It's good to us. Season 1, season 2, maybe season 3. If it's just like a wholesome show, it's good to us first 3-4 seasons because it's doing all the narratives that we want to see.
Right.
It didn't go left.
And then it go left. And then once it go left, once you get one of those, somebody in a coma and then they, drifting off to heaven, or they seeing, they dead relatives or something, we be like, all right, we done with this. We got a short attention span.
Well,
another thing also, that's why they do us. I'm not gonna say us, but that's why they do TV shows the way they do them. You know what I'm saying? They have us like in the summertime. That's why most of our favorite TV shows that we like are not on the air because they know we're traveling. So they get most of us while we're in this fall and winter time and the beginning part of springtime with these TV shows because they know we in the house. You know what I'm saying? And right now with us being in the house the way we were, you know what I'm saying? It helped a lot of these TV shows out a lot because, most of the people be traveling, especially in February. People will be getting ready for the Super Bowl, Mardi Gras, NBA All-Star Weekend, CIAA in February. So it'll be a lot of traveling going on. But being a pandemic right now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that would be coming on now or not coming on in the summertime is coming on now. So,
but you know what else? Go ahead, Ludine. I'm sorry.
Real quick, when I was I was doing PBS when they used to do the old telethons and you go and answer the phones, and I was one of the persons answer the phones, and so I was overhearing a conversation about Nielsen ratings and how are our numbers and how do we get our numbers up. So I learned very early. We back in the day, if you were of certain family, you had TVs in every room. I learned back then to go turn the TV on the Black show, even if I wasn't going to watch it, turn it on when it came on so they can get the ratings.
Yeah.
And I learned that very early in the early 70s on to the 80s. So one of the things that I would do, even if I said I can't watch it, I would turn it on. Shonda, I mean, everything that was that I loved. And I said I can't watch it. And then we used to do TiVo, but they didn't understand. You couldn't record it and get the, pre-recorded. You had to watch it when it came on that time. So that's one of the things too that I learned that I used to do back in the day, as far as trying to keep shows on. That was my contribution, trying to keep shows on.
Then you probably know that in order for the shows to continue, those ratings, they view it from the Nielsen ratings, but that was not put in Black households. There weren't Black families that had those. I think they used boxes that they put in, and that's where they actually get the data from what you're watching through those boxes. Those were not in Black homes.
Gina said she
however,
in her home. She's had it for years.
Not just Nielsen. Let me just say, that's not the only way they capture data. Please don't think that's the only way they capture data. There were smart TVs before you knew about smart TVs.
So that's how the algorithm was created, because they had different ways to record what we was watching, how we was watching it, what time we was watching it. And that's pretty much how algorithms were created. That's how, when you're on your phone and you're talking about something and you say, okay, I'm about to go Google this, and you just type one letter in and it comes right up. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing that for years. They've just been trying to figure out.
Years.
Listen, have you guys noticed that when you can have a conversation and not even be on your phone, and then you go on Facebook or one of those social medias and you start getting advertisements just about what you just had a conversation about?
Oh yeah, they're listening to us.
And you didn't even get on your phone to type it in or anything. You just talked about it with somebody in the room with you.
They violate our civil rights. They violate our civil rights.
And we're not gonna mention the military person that's on the phone right now that's kind of quiet.
Well, I mean, but you got to realize they've been doing this, like you said, forever. Why? How you think they? I mean, they talk about.
I've been living with Big Brother for a long time. That shit don't even faze me. It is what it is, because they can't send me to heaven or hell, so it don't matter what they hear see.
Hey, Dr. Joy, is that a Corky picture in your back, on your wall? Did Corky do that, or you bought that somewhere else?
I bought it.
Oh, okay. I know that's
really
the
nice
type of designs that Corky do.
Swirl World.
I got to apologize for.
Actually, I bought the picture, then I went and matched the paint to go with the picture.
The wall.
You fancy.
I got to apologize for the site popping out like that and not being able to let some people on. We got it straightened out for a minute now, so if you want to come back on, you can. All right, but yeah, I mean, it's amazing how they have marginalized us into their thoughts of nothingness. Okay, but we still
it's always been the case.
Yeah, but
hey G, I got a confession to make too. I be in these clubhouse rooms, and I be hearing them talking about Black Wall Street, and the way they talking about trying to recreate Black Wall Street is pretty much a way that it'll never happen. I be wanting to chime in, but like I say, the stuff that I'm doing and the stuff that I do, I don't believe they will understand the magnitude of it. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that I always hear, man, we need to do this for Black Wall Street, come together, but everything about it always has to do with entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Black Wall Street. It's different. It looks different now. We are Black. I mean, there's Black Wall Street right now, but it looks a little different than a physical street.
Well, I mean, but back then, and it happened through us pretty much. I consider all through the 90s, and this is a Black history standpoint. Back to your question, Greg, when we talk about what Black history done for me, we were doing good until we allowed them to come into our circle. Black Wall Street was doing great until we allowed the whites to come in and think they were there for us to spend money with us. You know what I'm saying? We were good. We were good until they ended segregation, and because they wasn't checking for us really when we were doing what we were doing. Then we ended segregation and started busing black kids to white schools and all that stuff. Now they're looking at us, and we're still in the same predicament we've been in. So I say those are two of the worst things that ever happened to us. We would have been far along now. You know what I'm saying? Financially wise, and as a cultural community, if we stop trying to fit in with them and try to alliance ourselves with them. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to work with them, but we don't have to work with them as much as we be trying to.
And
The
think
banker-
about Africa. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying the movie The Banker. When he started saying all that, I just saw
And
the movie The Banker.
And look, I saw that movie. That's what made me
Oh
want to.
my gosh,
I talk about that.
that was
off
an
air,
awesome
too.
movie.
These are recorded. That
was an awesome movie, and it was so much truth in it.
But think about when you go outside of America and you go to other countries and visit. When you have the open markets, if you will, I'm just going to use Africa and a lot of the open traditional markets from back in the day. We did trading with other countries. We did trading with other countries within Africa, but most of the markets were just market of us. We were giving goods and services between us. That's all we had. That's all we were. That's all we needed. Now, if there's something came along that you needed from this country, then the people at the head say, hey, go to Tanzania, go to Libya, go to Senegal, go wherever you need. We need fabric from over here, or we need whatever the resource, rare items. But it was a trading, and it was a barter, and it was a business. But that's all it was. It wasn't, I'm going to get and steal and pillage. No, we weren't doing that.
Well, you know,
What killed it? It was integration.
Yeah, but you know another thing too, though. We didn't even have to go outside the U.S. for that, because that's how Chinatowns got created. That's how Greek towns got created. If y'all remember back in the 90s, I forgot the guy's name, but he was trying to come up with Africa Town in Detroit, and the black people shot him down. You see what I'm saying? So
they sent an infiltrator. They
Most
always
definitely.
send an infiltrator. So
everything that's tore down something black has something to do with, we call them the informant.
So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that at sometimes, I'm not saying us here, but I'm saying as a whole, do we try to force our blackness on people?
I don't.
Force?
I'm not talking about y'all per se.
No. Let me say this. No. Let me say this. We don't force nothing on nothing. They just steal from us.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't understand that question.
Okay, the question is this. Okay, you got people like Dr. You got Ralph Abernathy, not Ralph Abernathy, but what's to do with the hair?
Al Sharpton?
Yeah, Al Sharpton. You got people that pop up, and when they pop up, they profess they're real loud and boisterous about stuff and ain't saying nothing, okay? And they're pushing our blackness when we don't have to push it. All we got to do is walk the way that we walk every day.
Sharpton is not pushing any blackness on anybody.
Yeah,
I don't think so either.
I disagree with that.
You're missing my point, okay? So I'll retract the question. Forget it. Don't worry
No,
about it.
don't forget it.
What's your
conversation?
This is the situation. What they try to do is recreate what Dr. Martin Luther King did, and they can't do it.
They can't do
it. No one. They don't even have the backbone to do it all.
He's pushing the envelope, okay? Because he's trying to do the same thing and he can't do it. So he's doing it.
But you know what, Greg?
It does not work.
A lot of them are not even pushing blackness. They're pushing their own agenda. And that's why the blackness is watered down. They're on their own agenda.
That's one of the reasons why I don't mess with Jesse Jackson. He cool and all stuff he does, but that's one of the reasons I don't mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe, me personally, and we talked about this before off air, I believe he's one of the reasons why Dr. MLK is not here right now. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's a lot of them that try to push that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X movement. Now, I fucks with Farrakhan. I don't care what nobody says. He probably has some stuff I don't agree with, but most of the stuff he talks about, I agree with. But he has stuff that I don't agree with too, as far as it comes to.
If you aren't genuinely okay, so there's three kind of people in the world, and this is just how I look at it. You have an ally, you have an advocate, or four, I should say, an adversary, and I can't think of the other word right now, but it starts with an A.
Asshole.
What?
That's
but so you know
that's a good A word.
When you see Al Sharptons and Jesse Jacksons, you're thinking they're being advocates or allies, but they're really not.
Antagonist?
No, I can't think of the word. Because I had this conversation with somebody earlier, but
it's who Dick Gregory was.
Yeah, see, like, and this is what people don't understand about Bill Cosby. Like, before we got the censored comedian Bill Cosby, people don't know in the 60s, Bill Cosby was pro-black than ever.
Oh, yeah. I remember him. I remember when he made the conversion, when he converted over to family friendly.
Yeah, I remember sitting in a classroom, and this is our first year having African American history in high school. It became a curriculum that we had to have to graduate high school, and they played a video of Bill Cosby, the militant Bill Cosby, not the I don't curse doing my comedy stand up. I'm talking about talking deep, and I was like, wow, I didn't know it was like that.
I did.
The word I was looking for was accomplice. So you have an ally, an advocate, an accomplice, or an adversary. You one of the four.
Okay.
There's only four kind of people in this world. You can have an ally. You got somebody who believes in what you believe in, but they ain't necessarily an advocate because they ain't speaking up for you in your absence.
They just agree with you.
They just agree with you.
They agree with you in your face, not behind your back.
Right, which also makes them an adversary.
Yeah.
And then you got the accomplice. You got you do got some ride or dies out there.
Yeah.
So it ain't but you just gotta know who's in your midst. You gotta know what A they follow. What your head is.
I think I told this story before when I worked for a PR firm, and they had I can't think of the word of it, but this particular division dealt with issues. So let's say DuPont had an issue with race, and it was getting ready to hit the media. The first person who would call DuPont was Jesse Jackson. And Jesse Jackson would leverage himself by saying, all right, I can help you get rid of this issue, but you're going to need to pay me X, Y, Z. And if you don't pay it, then I'm going straight to the media and we going at you. And he would show up in our office all the time because, let's say DuPont hired this PR firm. So they'll be in their meeting and Jesse Jackson is right there at the door too, talking about, okay, what y'all going to do?
My favorite, and I hate to bring this up, like, to me, Boondocks is like the black
baby,
like the black Simpsons.
Yeah.
Dr. Reverend Goodlow. Reverend that's exactly how he is. He tries to be an advocate, but he wants you to pay him to do it.
And then, unfortunately, right now we got some. Yeah, and right now, unfortunately, that's the majority of black pastors, black pastors today.
And another thing, they like jumping on trains that's already running, like they, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So, but you know
they come in. They're the cousin that's late to the picnic or to the family reunion that don't bring no no dish. But they bring the Tupperware to take stuff away with them because they always show up after
Like,
the family has been questioned by the police or after the family has had
After the fight.
after the fire, or they come around the back and they throw some more shit to reignite the fire. They run around front
to act like they
On
doing
the
something.
fire.
and try to
To
help
act like
and
they
help.
Because they know what the fire burning at.
because they know where the fire burning at because they said it. Come
Well,
through with it.
well,
no, and I believe, and this is just a theory of mine. I believe they tried to use Jesse Jackson in a way that think like when he went and got those hostages over from overseas, thinking
I
that we
remember
were
that.
thinking that we were going to back him because he was black and went to go do that. But I think he went over there, and I believe it was our people that had him. I think it was our military that had those hostages. You know what I'm saying? To make it look like he got hostages free. You know what I'm saying?
now that's interesting.
What did he say during the I want to say it was the inauguration and Obama's inauguration or something having to do with Obama, and they had them. It was a hot mic, and he said something that nigga or something about Obama. Oh
I remember that. I remember that hot mic issue.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that hot mic. Well, I remember Jesse Jackson in the 70s when Roberta Flack wrote that song about him. Because they used to mess around, Roberta Flack. And she wrote that song. And I said, that's really started to change my view about Jesse Jackson.
What song?
Right.
What song?
And guess what? It's called Jesse.
Yes.
She names him in the song.
Yeah.
What's the song?
I don't know. You gotta look it up, girl.
I'm Googling.
Look up the lyrics. Just look up the lyrics. That's all you need to look it up, and baby.
Killing me softly.
No. It's she names him Jesse in the song. I think I can't remember what it's called, but anyway. But yeah. But I learned a long time ago. My and this is nothing but God, because I came here with a lot of knowledge, y'all. My grandmother used to say, girl, I just want to choke you today. Where did you come from? And I knew I came here with a lot of, somewhere. But I remember my mother used to talk to Dick Gregory when she was on when Al was on the road.
Oh, the song is named Jesse.
I told you.
Yeah, it's called
Jesse. So, but Dick Gregory started, when he started saying some things, and I said, why hasn't this man used to tell stuff that I'm thinking to myself, this was in the 70s, where all you had to do was get on the phone, you had to be in the room, or you wrote a letter. That's it. So, and I'm thinking to myself, is this man CIA? Is he speaking truth? And they, and so many times they tried to kill Dick Gregory, but they didn't. And then he just started the stuff that he just started talking about, and that's when I found out some more stuff about some more people.
Okay, so we got Jesse come home. There's a hole in the bed. Well, we slept. Now it's growing cold. Jesse, your face in the place where we lay. By hearth all part it hangs on my heart.
And I'm leaving the light on the stairs. No, I'm not scared. I wait for you. Hey, Jesse, it's lonely. Come home.
The stairs and the halls recalling your step, and I remember to all the pictures I shaded and faded in gray, and I still set a place at the table at noon. What you say?
Jesse, my name is Tessie. I heard about your wife. I'm gonna give a strife.
She said, we'll swallow the light on the stairs. I'll fix up my hair and we'll sleep unaware. Hey, Jesse, it's lonely. Come home.
My hair is snappy.
I mean,
yeah. Songs like that, you know what I'm saying?
Bobby Womack wrote a song about Sam Cooke's wife. I wish he wouldn't trust me so much.
Little Richard wrote a song about Sylvester.
Hell, Michael Jackson wrote a song about Ben.
And
Yeah, so,
So
oh.
there have been music, if you will, took on a whole nother meaning at some point.
Well, that was pretty much social media before social media.
Right.
Put it in the song.
There was a
Put it
song
in the
written
song.
about my mother. Just FYI, little Black History Month. There was a song out there written about my mother. So anyway,
I remember that song, but then I know a little bit more than most people do. So,
but I'm just saying, there's so many songs that have been written about so many people. But if you go back, oh yeah,
ain't nobody wrote no song about me. I think I'm feeling the love in my.
They wrote a song about me. It's called Poison.
Ooh, girl, you're so silly. That's too much. But yeah, go back and listen to a lot of message songs.
Me and Mr. Jones.
Me and Miss Jones, that's yours. Oh, okay.
That was a real thing. I forgot the one.
Okay, but wait. So I know this ain't Music Friday, but Jasmine Sullivan new CD is fire.
She always been fired.
I can't get into it.
Been fired.
You can't.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I keep hearing this fire.
Yeah, I heard it too. Somebody else said.
I heard it
on Clubhouse.
I got the day it dropped.
Yeah.
Do they still sell CDs, and where do you play them in?
No,
they don't.
Online.
They don't.
Dr. Jory Lynn, you got on too much. Take it off.
Yeah, you can go.
You got on too much. Take some of that off.
What'd you say?
He said you got on too much pink. Take something off. He's still trying to get you to take off your clothes.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about Greg.
Wait a minute, Greg. Maybe you should write a song about. George just said you're not listening, baby.
No.
Hey, Black History. That'll be Black History.
I got one for you, Jory. Here we go.
Hey, G, let me just get a 16 on that, bro. Let me get a 16 on.
Okay, I'm gonna sing you.
And don't use auto.
Bedelia, you're gonna regret that one.
You know what?
Bedelia.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Okay. Stop, Greg. Stop, Greg. Stop, Greg. Stop.
You so ignorant. You so ignorant. I swear to God.
Hey man, I love each and every one of y'all. Why? Because y'all create Black history. We gotta create generational wealth of knowledge for these people that's coming up behind us, y'all. For real, okay? Look, Dr. Joy Lynn got a fan club, y'all. It's the cuss me now, cuss me later fan club, okay? But they love her because she says every single. I'm telling y'all, Joy. Remember I told you, this lady inboxed me. She said, I'm still clapping. What am I clapping for? She inboxed me. She said, "Hey, Dr. Joy Lynn coming on today?" I'm like, well, I don't know. Man, I love her because she cuss. Period. That was it. And I'm like, okay. I mean,
you know what?
I said a couple of words. I said a couple of cuss words. I'm me a fan club, okay, but it ain't working.
No, I'm working on that. I'm working on that, but I tell you, I'm not going to sleep with all that bullshit on me. So I'll just say it and keep it moving.
I'm gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna go out there and just say this. Do you all think that we are looked upon differently because we curse and we're supposed to be godly or godlike? I'm just saying, Christian. I mean, I'm just saying.
You'll always get people that'll judge you no matter what. That those are judgmental people.
Judge your mama.
Every culture has their own way of living. Okay, we as a culture, we cuss. We do our thing. We it's not meant to. It's a conversation. It ain't meant to be. We ain't cussing nobody out. We just cussing. We just saying the words.
Most people know when I go there, they push me to my limit. They know I'm angry.
Well, hell, I'm always at my limit.
They know I'm angry.
But you know what? I don't be angry. You know what? So this is one thing you'll learn about me. as long as I'm talking shit and cussing, you good. It's when I stop talking altogether, you got a real problem with me.
And if you
that's
see
when
a
you
tear
need to be
roll down
nervous.
on my face, don't ask me what's wrong. Get the fuck out the way.
Hey, Nikki Nicole says most business owners curse. It's
So hey, as long as I'm laughing and joking and cussing and kicking it, but when I
Well,
stop,
I'm just nice all the time.
fuck that. I
Me
ain't
too,
nice all the
Gina.
time.
Me too.
yes, you are, Gina. You're so nice.
I'm not.
I'm nice all the time.
Just don't talk to certain people.
Hey, Gina, how's your mom? How's your mom, Gina?
I'm normally quiet, so
we still trying to get out the woods.
Yeah.
Still trying
So
to get
you
out
normally
the woods.
quiet, so you just go mute.
No, I'm totally quiet all the time, so people don't know when I'm upset or not.
And see, this is the most you hear me talk. Really, I don't talk. Gina, tell them I don't talk that much. I really don't.
I've been talking.
You don't talk much on the show.
I'll let y'all talk because I did 12 years of talking. I'm done, man. I just say what I got to say. When y'all not on, I'll talk, okay, because it's part of the show, part of my commitment. But when y'all on, man, I'll let y'all say what y'all say because you guys are intelligent. You guys can carry the conversation. I might bust in a couple of times and this and that, but I really don't talk that much because we as a people, we don't need. Look, I feel that we got to get our message out there, okay, but the collective, we got brands. All of us got brands, okay? And our brands walk for itself, okay? We're on here just expressing ourselves, all right? We ain't on here for nothing. We don't here
Express
express
yourself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't really like to talk to people. I'm an introvert.
I don't want to be like Bob.
I don't talk.
On, get no job and everything. I got her Robin and everything she got. She got
What the hell is he doing? Okay.
It is not Music Friday.
She auditioning for part 2 of the Salt and Pepper movie. Did y'all see that? Salt and Pepper
That
No.
was the weakest shit I have ever seen.
No.
Oh my god!
But here we go again. Why not support the black ladies? Why not
I
support
watched
the
it.
black?
I watched it when it came on, and the shit was weak.
So this is my thing about it. Anytime Wendy Williams is behind a movie, it doesn't go too well.
It looks like anytime Wendy Williams is behind anything, it don't go too well.
Hey, Gina, we support everybody, but at some point,
ask the man's wife.
We can't
lit her ass up, didn't she?
Yeah,
lit her up. I was like, ooh.
Everybody has a time and a moment. Everybody has a time and a moment. And hers is up.
And you know what? When you have personalities like that will just do anything and come at anybody, again, it's not gonna last for too long. You have your 5 minutes of fame and then it's gone.
Well,
you can't keep respecting anything like that.
But it's not even 5 minutes of fame anymore. You know what I'm saying?
But
it'll be over with. It'll be over with in 2.5 minutes. Because they're gonna call people nowadays, gonna call you out and be like, "Nah, that ain't true. We don't believe that."
But not only that, but you think about how she started her whole thing. She planted seeds on that bullshit. What's come to harvest is what she planted seeds in, and she planted seeds on bullshit. If I sat here and pulled out all of the negative things about each and every one of your lives, then in the next 15 seconds I get hit by a bus. I planted some seeds.
Yeah.
One of y'all might be driving the bus. Shit, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing with Wendy Williams. I didn't know she was that cute when she was young. What the fuck happened?
Joy, you were
that's what plastic surgery
blew me with the whole skin complexion.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like old girl from Saved by the Bell, Locke Voorhees. You know what I'm saying? The way she looked then and the way she looked now, trying to bleach her skin and all that. Sammy Sosa is another one. You know what I'm saying? Trying to beat up.
He looks stupid.
I was like, she was cute.
She was beautiful to me back when she was young.
Like, this ain't even the same person.
I mean, I hate to say this, but Wendy Williams never looked cute to me. I always thought she was a dude. So
No,
I
she looked
can't.
like,
I'm
hey,
going to bed.
she looked like a
Well, so let's be honest. I didn't know who Wendy Williams was until she got the damn TV show.
Well, I remember how it
I
started.
used to.
Like,
I used
So
to listen to
then,
her in New York.
all I ever saw was who she is now. So yes, I thought she was a man. But then when they showed, her coming up through the ranks in the TV, I was like, oh, she was a real girl, and she was cute.
yeah, it's been 20 plus years for me. It's been 21 going for me because I remember when DirecTV, when we first got DirecTV at Gary, when they used to have the box that came out, they had the little cheat cards where you can get every channel. That's when Howard Stern show used to come on, and she was on that. And there was something about it.
That's called Fire Stick now. Hey,
Yeah,
Black History, man. Her neighbor, Maison Dehage, I'm not French, designed Salt and Pepper's iconic 8-ball leather jackets. He was Dapper Dan's original African tailor. In fact, he designed most of the leather coats in Self-Destruction video and everything else that came out of Dapper Dan, okay?
I thought Play designed their coats, their jackets.
I don't know, but you remember old boy that used to do the Bratz jackets?
Yeah.
Chicago. I forgot his name.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name too. But yeah, I thought Play for Foreplay though, because people forget the first person really with a clothing line in the hip hop bands that I can remember of was Foreplay.
Hey, dude, and here's a Black History fact too. Speaking of people with leather jackets, we had some 925 jackets, okay, and that nigga Leroy, he made ours. That nigga Leroy, he made it.
Leroy.
That nigga Leroy, that was his brand. That nigga Leroy, and they came apart, but that we used it as an act when we was doing the show, okay. We just said it was like a breakaway.
Hey, put that back up real quick, G. I want to see that real quick.
Said it was breakaway jackets. That nigga Leroy. Shout out that nigga Leroy. Shout out. My man.
On Netflix, it's this.
I
a movie or a show about this chick who started a clothing line, but she was going through. I guess it was Dapper Dan's in New York, and then he kind of they busted him down because they said that he was making, like Louis Vuitton suits, and he wasn't supposed to be using that pattern and stuff like that. But it was a whole thing on Netflix I watched. It was really good too. I forgot her name.
I do remember Mason DeHodge out of Chicago. I do remember him. Wow, that's crazy. I know Play designed some of their stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I remember Mason DeHodge.
I'm trying to remember that dude that used to do all of the people in Chicago's jacket.
I know who you're talking about, bro. I can't remember his name though.
You on mute, Ludine.
But you know what?
Ludine, you muted.
It was fashion. You got fashion. You got Supreme. You got Fubu. You got Rockwear. You got Carl Canat, Cross Colors. Remember Stussy?
Colors
even Crisscross.
Crisscross. Cross Colors.
It was called the Remix on Netflix, but it was good.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
All right, good people. Black History continues. I'm going to bed.
I'm right behind
you later,
bed, dear. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
She said he designed for. I heard you, Johnson. Hold on.
Oh no, that was interesting. I stopped because I was like, how did he take down Dapper Dan?
Yeah,
because he was
fabric.
Yeah,
because he was
that's
a
when
rapper.
they started like all the bootleg CDs, and you can get these Louis Vuitton bags that weren't really Louis Vuitton, and they was making a lot of that stuff out of his shop.
Yeah, like the Louis Vuitton fabrics, the Gucci fabric.
Chanel,
They did that big. They did that big sweep on Cleveland with all of those imitation and using the labels off of the name brands and putting it on their fake stuff. They did a big sweep like back in early 2000, I
With the
believe it
flea market?
was. Yeah.
Because one
Yeah.
of my close friends right now, like the only clothes that I really wear now, Frost Originals, he do the same thing. He's from Chicago, but he lives in LA right now, but he does the same thing. Like the one, and he makes one of a kind clothing also. So you'll be the only person with it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I like. That's what
It'll
I
be
like.
it'll be a one of one. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's a good.
That's why every time I travel out of the country, I take an extra suitcase and I shop because I
Right.
know it's one of a kind.
And you do know Black history, a lot of the fashion houses have there are a lot of young folks in there, but they always have someone young and Black because of just who they are and what they do and what they
Well,
bring.
one of the things we need
But
to
that's
talk
how
about.
you get your start, you know.
Yeah, one of the things we need to talk about too is the newer fashion designers that's Black that has the same clothing like your Gucci's, like your Louis Vuitton, Chanel's, Dior's, and all that, and how we need to support them more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a buy Black type person, so.
Well,
Hey,
we
how many
probably need to
people-
have an off the air discussion about.
And I
the
know
rest of
quite a
Black
few.
History
I
Month.
have quite a few.
Go ahead.
She took them down for copyright infringement, by the way.
Definitely.
Those brands would be dead.
True facts. I believe that.
Wow, we can't have nothing, y'all.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, because
No.
it ain't like we rocking down Rodeo Drive trying to get some shit.
Right.
all right. I mean, and you know, like Dapper Dan and Hodge, what Nikki is talking about is 100% true because, like, even during that time when Dapper Dan was doing this stuff in the hip hop world, it was on the uprise. You know what I'm saying? And what they were advertising to us, you know, Gucci, Louis, Prada. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to attract the young folks to go out here and go to these stores and try to get some. It ain't, even though they're wearing them, they ain't promoting it. The white people ain't promoting it. It's the Black people that's promoting it. So.
And you know what? Remember back in the day when Tommy Hilfiger was on every Black rapper singer's back, and then he came out and said he didn't want them rapping about his clothesline.
Yeah, but you know, that was more of a misconception than it was, because those weren't the exact words that he said. He said he made it for his people, but he said I'll be stupid just to sell to my people. You know what I'm saying? That he was like, it's pretty much something that's Black owned, but they only selling it to Black people. You know what I'm saying? That's how you cutting yourself out. So he did say at one point in time that he didn't feel that black people were advertising his product correctly. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, I'd be stupid not to sell to Black people because they're the number one consumer of buying products. So
True.
why would I even? I don't want Black people wearing.
Right.
And it's so crazy because if we you know what they do, they get behind a certain product, they get behind a certain actor, actress, company, and they push them to the top. If we did the same, we would have black everything at the top, but we won't get behind them and push them up. We don't even tap into the people that are doing it. Think about 19 families that bought almost 100 acres of land in Georgia.
Yeah.
People not tapping into what did you guys do? How did you guys get this started? How did you get all of these different families to network together? Nobody's tapping into it. And nobody is copying it.
Yeah, we need to get Nikki on the show because she's speaking facts on them about the Gucci.
Come on here tomorrow, Nikki, so we can get this done. All right. Gucci copied Dapper Dan a few years ago, which caused an uproar. Due to the backlash, Gucci partnered with Dapper Dan, but it appears Gucci has him holed up in Harlem with no real collection. People can Hodge rejected the offer. Hey, y'all, this is Black History Month, but you know we gonna practice Black History 365. Real quick, man, I share this with Chris, but I'm My aunt died today. I want to give a shout out to my cousins that are going through some rough times right now. Hey man, I love y'all. Let's keep our heads up, and it's always hard when you lose somebody, all right? But she lived a nice long life. She loved everybody. She cooked. She did everything. She made sure that everybody had before she had. So let's just support one another during this time of grief for us, and let's just hold each other up. All right. Rest in peace, Aunt Lola. Love you, love you, love you. Having said that, man, it's good that we having an opportunity to talk about us, to express who we are, and to just celebrate us. We live in, like Ludine's title on there says, 365 Black. You know what I'm saying? 365 days a year, man. We got to stand up and represent ourselves and do things that make us be greater. Do things going to make other people greater. All right. We can see you guys tomorrow on the show. Again, like I said, hold the family up, y'all. We good, but we're gonna need your prayers. All right. It's very great. Dope Living TV Live. Wish y'all could come to the after party. All right, but you can't. but before we go,
after the party's hotel lobby. Oh.
She live tonight, y'all. She live.
Too much think. Maybe
y'all don't hear that in your head when he be saying that. Just me.
Hold on, real quick.
You're beautiful. You're smart. You're loved. This week we're great. You got this. You're a badass. You can do this.
You know what? After all the times I watched this, I just realized that's an English baby.
Mm-hmm.
That baby's from England because he pronounces every ending syllable there is on every word.
Yes. All right, y'all. This is Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. It's Black History Month, y'all. Let's celebrate. All right. Peace.